Goes for the shield swap. But Muzi picks that one up. 5 teams left. Zone 5 about to start closing right now. Muzi, FYF, and Vosta in a great spot right now. As we are going to see Crumbumpkins. We've seen them with this longbow for the whole game, and they're going to be making that push. Onto Herd Part 2. Loba up in the horizon queue. Nades tossed out. Herd Part 2 do manage to hold on so far as castles crumble. Maybe overextends a tiny bit there. And loses their life for it. Crumbumpkins go down. But Herd Part 2. There's a third party right there as FMV move in. And Nate is knocked. Hunter goes up into the skies. And looks for maybe an escape plan. Or maybe to try and fight them. He does go in. Hunter with the R9. Vosta swings the corner, but Hunter gets a lovely spray right there. Knocking them with the Nemesis. And FYF, though, does get the trade out. Muzi's going to go for the res right now. And Herd M&K. FYF with a lovely spray right there. Does take that down. It's a 3v3 right now. Prospects, though, have just made it a 3v2. As Inspired Doc gets taken down very low right there. And it is a 3v2 for the win right now. Question is, can they get the res? Wraithport is going to be coming out from Muzi. Koala trying to get those angles. Doc's going to be healing up. And Roller trying to look for Muzi. He has found Muzi. Can he get the knock? The answer is no. It's a 2v2 right now. And FMV, FYF and Muzi are looking in a slightly better position right now to win this game. They're going to have some space to go for a res. And it's all going to be Prospects. Prospects on height. But it's traded out by FYF compared Koala. It's all up to him right now. And FMV with the clutchest 2v3 res we've ever seen, I think, in a while here on the stream. They clutch it up right there against Prospects. And they do take game number 1 right there. Third party coming in. And it's Val. Oh, but the trade comes out and it's Hunter with that R9. The Arc Stars come in. The Horizon ult comes down. The nades follow through. And it's going to send Val packing their bags. And running back a bit. As Hunter and NATO. They're a duo right now. And Gwen gets a nice beam onto Hunter. But Hunter does trade it out right there. Both players very low and NATO goes down. All up to Hunter right now. Hunter. Love Shop. 1v1. Love Shot wins it. But is he going to be able to survive? The Bangalore smoke is certainly going to help with that. But FMV, they're going to be on the height right now. And they're going to have control over this entire side of the zone right now. We do see. Oh, look who it is. It's Stumpy Wumpers. And they've managed to get into the end circle here. We saw the 2v3 coming out from them earlier. They won that 2v3. They rotated into this amazing position. And now they have a chance to go even more huge and win the second game right now. Love Shop's going to be spotted. And FMV take care of that one. Oh, what a spray coming out from FYF. As it's now FMV, a duo, and a solo. All going to be... Everyone is going to have to move, though. No one has a perfect position in this zone. However, FMV do have... Oh, and this is a great play coming out from Stumpy Wumpers. They've made the call to go in and play for that second place. I like the play right there. Can they get the kill, though? Yes, they do, and they get the second place. Stumpy Wumpers have cleaned it up. But it's all going to be FMV in game number 2. And they took the early positioning. They took the early fights that they needed to. And they do clean up the lobby in game number 2. Still getting involved. And Lawnmowers are still holding the high ground right now. They've held this high ground for the whole game and played the fights that they have taken really well. Been managing to drop down occasionally, you know, just to get that damage in when needed. But a team here is in a good position. It's FMV. Already having 50 points to their name. And now they're in the zone. And in a really good position to potentially be taking the next game right now. But look at this. Lucky Johnny also. His team, L&M, they're still in the game right now. And an evac tower from Kings. The phase is going to come through. They look like they're going to go for the play right now, as they've noticed that there is people up top. And that play will not, in fact, be available to them. However, we do have a fight. It's Energizer Bunny. And that is an exceptional play right there from Energizer Bunny, locking the team in. But we have a Kraber in the hands of Energizer Bunny herself. And 4 shots to work with. That can put out some serious damage. And there is a whole team behind that wall. Is it not going to come through? 119 is a good start right there. Can any follow-up come from it, though? It gets the shot onto the Newcastle wall, but gets spotted from the team up high. And have you seen where this zone is going? And look at FMV's positioning right now. In a perfect spot. To potentially take another game right now and go 3 in a row on Olympus. If so, that would be such an exceptional play. S9 Voster, the IGL of this team, I believe, on the Catalyst, he's puts his teams in such great positions to win games. And this is a perfect example of it. We do have a fight going down, though. Oh, no, we don't. It's one team on top of another. Never mind. Astro, though. Actually, we do have a fight going down. Astro, the solo, getting looked at. And now Oxstar just grazes over the top of the hedge. And here we go. The final zone. Moving in. We're going to see a couple of catwalls going down. It almost looks like a little pizza being cut up here. As another team that's going to have to drop. It's going to be Prospects, and they have their sights on Energizer Bunny below them. But they also have to be wary of all the teams around them. And they're going to have to make a play. Horizon Q is the decision coming out from Roller No Skill. They're dropping, but Energizer Bunny does get those knocks right there. FYF, though. And FMV in a great position right now. As an evac tower is going to be coming in from Lawnmowers, and they're going to be jumping into all the action here late on. Catalyst wall to play with for Javi, and they're just going to be looking to buy as much time as possible. What is going on in this zone? Absolute carnage unfolds as Lawnmowers drop into complete nonsense as FMV. They're just waiting. They're preserving all of their heals, preserving all of their resources, and Ducky gets taken down right there as FYF gets an amazing spray. LNM, though, Lucky Johnny, we've seen what he can do. He's last alive right now on that Newcastle. Doesn't look like his teammate's going to be able to be raised, but the spray comes out right there. And FYF, FMV could be taking another one here. FYF says, boys, it's go time. Could it happen? Will it happen? Ran out of ammo. FMV go back to back to back. And all 3 Olympus games will be theirs. But Throat Goats, now they're in trouble right now as Danny O'Hagan is very, very low. But he does get that bat off. Crack does come through right now. Let's just go up in the sky and get a look at this. Oh, and who's this? We're going to see. The rat from Fishy, he hasn't been spotted out yet. But Lawnmowers, they have a Sentinel. And they have Gringo. And that is a deadly combination if I've ever seen one. Such a disgusting controller player to fight against. And they have spotted out the rat, and Trimptations will be eliminated. It's Lawnmowers versus Throat Goats versus Herd Part 2 for game number 4. The 3-win streak has ended, and here is where we crown a new champion. You see the shields being distributed right now among Herd Part 2, just sharing those resources. As Lawnmowers and Throat Goats are just going to be taking a couple of peeks at each other, just seeing where everyone is and what they can do in this zone. What are their options? And that is, I'm assuming, what the conversations are going to be like right now between these two teams. Gringo tries a shot against Herd M&K, but he's got to be careful because Herd M&K does have a Kraber in the hand, I believe. 4 bullets to still work with here. And can we see a huge shot come out? Because that is what we need right now from Herd M&K. Sees there's a player on that supply bin. Can he get the shot though? Looking around with that Kraber. Can the bullet find a head? It's a no-reg. Oh my goodness. It does connect, but it's a no-reg, and oh my goodness. The punish comes through. And the sentinel shot from Gringo. While one bullet was a no-reg, the other one was indeed a connection. They have managed to get back up to a full 3, however. But it does mean they're going to have a couple less utility to work with. Bangalore ult still available to them, though, as that's going to be tossed down. Maybe a bit closer than they would have liked, as that is also going to punish them. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. And they do get... Oh, this is going to be a really interesting end zone as the catalyst wall from the Throat Goats comes out. One bullet left in the Kraber for M&K. Could that be the difference maker? Muro, last alive right now for the Throat Goats. And everyone wants that kill point. Lawnmowers are in a really good spot to win this game. But Herd, they're just going to be waiting and watching. Horizon Q up in the sky as Herd M&K gets the headshot, no scope, and the kill with the alternator. Oh my goodness. What is Cryo Bloom doing with the Kraber right now? But it doesn't matter as Lawnmowers are going to win it with the nade sack. The 2v3 right now from Lawnmowers was impeccable. But the Kraber shot was even more impeccable from Cryo Bloom. Coming in from the heavens with a Kraber. We see this play from Froyo Pi. And this could work right now. What a great play from them. Zone wrapping behind the platform. Behind the whole lobby. And recognizing that they're going to probably have to drop down here. The drop comes in. And the fight ensues below. Obi-Wan Kenobi. The beam, the spray, the damage. However, everyone is around them right now as Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to have to heal up right now. Let's hop on board here with Stumpy Wumpers. As they still are on the high ground, looking over everyone, but they only are a duo right now. Back on with ping light ammo. There's Froyo. And Ducky and the Lawnmowers are still alive. But Herd Part 2, they're still alive as well. And they've taken out Stumpy Wumpers. Nate and Hunter as a duo, showing that they can get it done. And they're just going to be watching for the swing. And it's another duo, I believe, on the underside. Oh, but Energizer Bunny have had a disconnect right now. I don't know if that has already been an eliminated player. But there's a lot of duos still left in this game. Ping Light Ammo did manage to get back up to a 3. They got the res onto Matty. And the other three in this game right now is LNM. Lucky Johnny, Kings, and Souls. We've seen what they did earlier on with that. With some plays earlier on in the game. And the zone is so good right now for Herd Part 2. Who are in a really good position. But they're going to have to contend with Ping Light Ammo. Who are also sharing this low ground with them. But they have to be careful. They can't push that. Because of the team above them. And that is Lawnmowers. The final zone starts to close. And Game 5 could be where Herd Part 2 either give us even more points and could put themselves in contention for a Game 6 showdown. Or it could be another team who steals it away. Lawnmowers. Gringo, you see on the top of this tower right now, commanding the whole lobby with this Sentinel. And he's got a Sentinel. And the shots did not connect right there. But still got 78 bullets left. That's more than enough right now as he drops probably a bit more than he would have liked to. Scan does come down. And if I can get a quick lock onto someone here. Lawnmowers. They're going to be above everyone right now. The carnage is unfolding. As Javi is playing this sort of small little corner. The catalyst wall. That's 3 catalyst walls. We have a little pizza going on down here. As the fight on the low ground is happening. And it's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ping Light Ammo. And that's going to be against... And that's going to be against Herd. Herd right now, though. Everyone takes to the skies. Ping Light Ammo could put themselves on the leaderboard right now. As Lawnmowers, they're getting involved right now as well. The beams come out. The sprays come out. Lawnmowers on the cusp of taking it right now. It's a 1v1. It's not going to happen. Energizer Bunny. It's not going to happen either. And LNM steal it away from everyone. We didn't talk about them at all that game, but they played the position so well from inside that staging building to coming out on top there in game number 5. Herd Part 2. Now, they've got all the loot in the world to work with here. They've got death boxes for days. They've got ammo for days. You see Hunter here, perfect example. 300 ammo in the Nemesis. But Throatgoats have a bow check. And K-Swipe's going to be looking to get some more damage. Just shy of 2,000 right now, which is crazy. Love the spectator bug right now. Love the bow spectator bug. And we see... the zone is closing right now. And Astro have height over the entire lobby right now. There is a rat working their way in with a catalyst wall. And they have been spotted out. And Gwen, for you, you can only imagine that that is going to be it for them. Herd Part 2 could be your champions after this game. It's all going to come down to the leaderboards. If so, what a comeback story this would be. From the current first place team, FMV, winning 3 games in a row to start off the day. And then not having a great performance on World's Edge. They don't have a great performance on World's Edge here. But this is such a great comeback that has been brewing from Herd Part 2. They haven't managed to get any wins yet, but they have got so many consistent placements. But K-Swipe with that bow check is locked dead eye, like straight looking directly at them all in the trailer. And they're in a really good spot to win this. And her part 2 are going to have to make the play here. They have to move first. Cryo Bloom forced to smoke them. And Nate comes down with the cat wall. Froyo though. Froyo's found such a nice little rat spot here. No health meds to work with, but it doesn't matter. Astro have also dropped. They're right next to each other. And Froyo, he's alive. Froyo is alive. Oh, not for long. And the bow check comes through. And Astro, Herd, and Throat Goats are your final 3 teams here. Herd have probably done enough at this point. Hunter falls very low, though. And Throat Goats, they're shooting people out of the sky right now. Frush gets a knock. Muro gets a knock. Herd are eliminated. And it's Throat Goats versus Astro. Astro come in. They get stunned by the fence. Throat Goats get a knock. Astro Summit last alive right now. Throat Goats here. Throat Goats there. And Throat Goats win game number 6. And what a game from them. Insane play from Throat Goats to finish off the night right there. And that is such a dominant performance